that was fun. Could be even more fun. That was fun. Sweet. Hey, Kameng. Long time no talk. See? Been watching your videos and they're pretty good, man. Keep it up. Tasty tones going on. So, yeah. This Pelitaur. Leon, that was... Yeah, this thing is like... I probably learned more Smashing Pumpkins riffs in the last 3 days than I've ever learned in my entire life. So, this definitely gets those juices flowing. I love it, man. This is so sick. I'm having so much fun. And I can't wait to, let's see. Yes! How did you know that's the kind of thing that was built for? Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary. Yeah. Leon, I'm having a blast with it. It's so much fun. It's one of the coolest things in the entire world. It's such a great sounding fuzz. I'm loving every minute of it. It's going to be so much fun. So yeah, this is a little taste of the Pelitaur, which was coming very soon to an episode of Stompbox Saturday near you. There's a little bit of an extra point to this whole live stream. And that's just to kind of talk a little bit. Because it is November 1st, and it's a very interesting time for me. A lot of interesting, really strange how many interesting, cool things are kind of happening and coming together, which I enjoy, of course. But it's an interesting day for me because it's a little bit of a reflection. A lot of you guys that probably didn't get to know me until maybe the last 6 months, maybe don't necessarily know where my head is at a little bit, so I will kind of explain. Basically, a year ago today, I was, standing out in my front yard watching my entire home, including this studio that you see me sitting in, get torn to pieces by a cleanup crew because the previous night I had come home to a massive plumbing leak, which flooded the entire downstairs floor of my house and affected many of the other areas of the house. It was quite a harrowing experience to walk into your home and there's water coming out like a river. It didn't help the fact that the wife and I had just gotten back from a Halloween party and she's trying to frantically sweep water out the door while still dressed in her Alice in Wonderland costume, and me with face paint on my face. You can imagine the looks on the faces of the cleanup crew when they finally got to the house. That was a year ago today, and that was 5 months of my life that really kind of put everything on hold. And just now I kind of feel like I'm getting back to normal. Everything from, house projects and remodeling and dealing with insurance agents to just the whole myriad of things that can come up when you have to face something so strange. The entire studio, everything that you see in this room, the entire studio desk, amplifiers, pedals, guitars. Water had leaked through the closet and had kind of gotten under the carpet. So it was quite an experience, something that I'm never going to forget, and it's something that I'm always going to learn from. So that certainly put a lot of things on the back end to close out 2015 and made 2016 a little weird to start out and then to be continuing on and finishing. So now I find myself a year later back home. A lot of the things are the same and a lot of things are different. One of the things that's kind of cool is that I feel like after the flood and after I got back home, a lot of things really started to come into perspective and come into place and start falling into place. It was a very interesting time. And a lot of cool things are happening, and I'm really happy to be back in an environment, my home and my studio, where everything is available to me to do my work and to do my thing, to do these kind of live videos for you, to be able to do, Stompbox Saturday episodes and gear demos. I can do. So that's great, and I feel really great about having my space back. Having my space taken away from me for so long was so hard. It was so difficult to get just about anything done, really. Living in a house that wasn't my own. Thankfully, my grandmother opened her home to myself and my wife. She wasn't living there at the time, so we were essentially house sitting for her. But that gave us a place to have, to work and to be. And in a familiar territory too, it was right near where I grew up, so I saw my old neighborhood again, which was really strange. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be in the house, and I've been back for some time, and man, just the way things are developing in the last couple days, it's just been really interesting. So I can only hope that that means a sign of bigger and better things to come. One of those big things being cables. This. the Pelitaur from Pelican NoiseWorks, which you heard at the top of the video. This is probably one of the gnarliest fuzzes I've heard in a very long time. Probably one of the best sounding too, and one that's probably one of the most suited for what I like to do in terms of guitar playing. Yeah, it's an all-around fun piece to play. So much fun. Absolutely so much fun. So, can't wait to demo that, and I can't wait to try to use it as my band starts recording, which will probably be starting next month? January? December? January? Somewhere in there. Something like that. I don't really know. I just know it's great to be home, and it's great to be rounding out 2016 at home as opposed to not at home. I'm going to appreciate celebrating my birthday in my own house this year greatly. So, yeah. I hate to be cryptic with some things. There's some interesting stuff in the works. That's all I'm going to say. Pelitaur. You heard a little bit. You'll hear a little bit more in a couple weeks. You should buy a Pelitaur because this thing is sick and it's awesome and it's cool and it's great, and I'm going to have to say it. It's probably the most fun fuzz I've played in years. So, buy a Pelitaur. Stay tuned. Cool, interesting stuff along the way. Yes, Paul Pennington. Yes, buy one. Buy Pelitaur. He agrees you should buy one. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. Oh, Gabriel just joined in. Gabriel, I love you. Love your strings. Yeah. Year later, back home, no flood. It is great to be finishing out the year at home and doing my thing. And it's crazy to think that some of these things are starting to fall into place. But it's pretty awesome, and it feels really good. I've worked really hard to get this far, and I thank you so much to everybody that has expressed their support, shown their support and their love for myself and my wife, our friends, our family. It means a lot to my subscribers on YouTube. It means the world to the companies that send me stuff, like Leon, and guys like Leon and like Gabriel, who make great stuff that I want to use and have some fun with and make some music with. We're working on a new record right now. We're probably about 5 to 6 songs in, and that's going to be coming next year. Don't really know exactly how it's going to get to your ears, but it will get to your ears. And that's it for me. I've said about all I can say, or otherwise I'm just going to be repeating myself. Thank you.